The economy of the Philippines once surpassed ours. It ranked second in Asia, but now it has become of an enemy country. It frequently provokes us. Why does he do this? What is the outcome of doing so? Domestic situation and causes. The Philippines is to the southeast of our country. Its area is relatively small, approximately equal to Guangxi province of our country. But its population is very large, exceeding 100 million. It ranks 13th globally. However, its population distribution is uneven. The capital can reach 48,000 people per square kilometer. In mountainous areas, it is only tens of people per square kilometer. In addition, it has many islands, more than 7,000. It has many natural harbors. It is very suitable for developing maritime trade, but due to over 70% being mountainous, and with many volcanoes, earthquakes, and typhoons, it has a significant impact on its agriculture and infrastructure. It has a long colonial history. It was ruled by multiple Western countries successively. After independence, the influence of the West remains. English has become one of its main languages. Its political system is consistent with that of the United States. For this reason, it has been able to attract a large amount of foreign investment. It has also become a military supplier for the US during wartime. Its economy thus took off. When our per capita GDP was less than $100, it had already reached $1,000. It quickly became the second largest economy in Asia. The capital is also known as the Little New York of the East. It attracts a large influx of laborers from neighboring countries. But with the end of the war and the rise of other Asian countries, the Philippines, which is overly dependent on low-end manufacturing, gradually stagnated due to technological backwardness. Plus, the domestic resources are monopolized by big families, leading to corruption. Infrastructure has been slow to upgrade. This has led to increasing social chaos and serious livelihood issues, further affecting the domestic economic development. At the same time, he was in the most vulnerable period of the economy, blindly choosing to trust RMF's economic plan, allowing private enterprises and foreign capital to control communication, finance, and other core sectors of the national economy. It was taken away by so-called neoliberalism. True economic freedom. After that, the Philippine economy plummeted. To this day, its hunger rate has reached as high as 27%. The daily income of the lower class is only about 20 yuan. At the same time, there is a huge wealth gap. When the lower class's income drops sharply, the wealth of the big families actually grows in reverse. 60% of the bank's wealth is controlled by only 0.6% of people. This phenomenon is a legacy of the colonial era. It is difficult to alleviate in the short term. As of this year, the Philippines still has the problem of gatekeepers embezzling public funds, and the amount is as high as 214 billion pesos. Furthermore, its national debt far exceeds the international warning line. To repay the debt, the country has no choice but to cut welfare funds. It has faced strong opposition from the people. Today, it is a victim of the sins of great powers. The Philippines' trade partners are mainly our country and Japan, South Korea. China has the largest share. The transaction amount reached 19.5 billion US dollars. But at the same time, non-party is also extremely dependent on US military support. Want to rely on the US to make up for military shortcomings and raise their status? To counter China's influence in Southeast Asia. After that, non-party with US support frequently provoked China, not only tarnishing China's image. Attempted to claim the South China Sea islands belonging to China, its rulers further incited nationalistic sentiments through the South China Sea to cover up his poor governance, to increase his public support. China immediately retaliated, stopped ongoing infrastructure projects, strengthened inspection of goods exported to China, caused losses of nearly 1 billion US dollars. At the same time, transferred a large number of contract manufacturing orders to other countries, further reduced non-parties' core competitiveness. Recently, China imposed sanctions on those who deliberately defamed China and interfered with China's sovereignty, demonstrating our position. Although non-party had long exposed its technological backwardness, in the last century, over-reliance on low-end manufacturing, and never made up for it. Instead, it continued to export raw materials, services, labor exports, reprocessing, and other industries with strong foreign dependence as economic pillars, relying on other countries, further exacerbating its economic backwardness. At the same time, even though he did a lot for the US, he became a vassal, what he lost in China. Can't get it back from the US side, on the contrary, received a message that the US has increased tariffs by 20%. It's like picking up a stone to hit oneself. It puts the non-US side in a very difficult position. It seems that to truly achieve development, one still needs to focus on the right path and rely on other countries. Grasping the wrong leg, purely calculating and provoking, will only lead to self-destruction.